Welcome back to XAU Analytics. Today we're reviewing how our previous weekly analysis played out and mapping out our technical and fundamental expectations for the upcoming week. Let's dive straight into the charts. First, let's look at how last week went. Price action followed our roadmap precisely. We projected a heavily bearish week that would begin with a minor retracement to form the upper wick, followed by a major expansion downward to target the lowest price level of the past 3 months. It went perfectly. If you stayed disciplined and executed based on that layout, you caught a massive move. Now, let's clear off the charts and map out the week ahead. Looking closely at the weekly close, the market aggressively grabbed sell-side liquidity, as we say in ICT terms. And immediately rejected. Price left a massive lower wick, closing the candle body safely back above our key 3-month structural low. This rejection indicates that heavy buyers are stepping into the market, which gives me a slightly bullish bias for the upcoming week. Technically, I am looking for price to drop early in the week to form a lower wick before expanding upward to target the next major structural liquidity pools. However, we must weigh this against the fundamental landscape. The ongoing geopolitical conflicts involving the US, Iran, and Israel are highly volatile. If these tensions escalate significantly, safe haven flows could easily warp the technical structure, driving investors back into the US dollar and pushing gold down to test our lower support. While we hope for the bullish technical expansion, we must remain flexible. To see the intraday details, let's look at the daily time frame. Friday's price action printed an inverted hammer structure. This specific formation tells us that while buyers are in control of the macro picture, we should anticipate immediate minor bearishness early on Monday. I expect a bearish daily candle to establish the lower wick of our weekly candle structure. This initial push lower might even test the previous lows to form a clean double bottom pattern. Tuesday to Friday. Once that lower liquidity is swept on Monday, I am aiming for the remaining days of the week to turn bullish. The volume and daily expansion size will be heavily dictated by the fundamental news cycle, and believe me, we have massive geopolitical updates expected this week regarding the US-Iran-Israel conflict. Keep in mind, these early week retracements are best tracked and executed on the lower timeframes, specifically the 1 hour and 2 hour charts where you can hunt for clean structural shifts. That is my complete technical and fundamental blueprint for gold this week. Watch those lower timeframes on Monday, protect your capital, and let the setups come to you. Thank you so much for watching. If you caught last week's move with me, drop a comment below, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss our midweek execution updates. Safe trading and goodbye.